So something happened yesterday, and normally I text Kyle with things. Like when I was in LA over the weekend, I was texting when I saw celebrities, and something happened yesterday. And I was going to text you. I was like, no, wait, I want to bring it up on the radio because I tested it out on my wife. So every day, I'll take my son Dutch to the gym where he trains with a group of high school kids, and I'll sit there with a dad, and his dad and I have become friends. And, we see each other maybe 2 or 3 times a week. And yesterday, I was sitting there talking to him, and he starts telling me about one of his best friends. Now, my wife, she doesn't recognize celebrities anywhere. She doesn't even, nothing ever rocks her boat with celebrities. Nothing, right? I mean, I remember one time she took a picture and she said it was her and Usher, but it was Ray J. She doesn't know
what a compliment for Ray J.
I know. And she doesn't know. I mean, nothing. There's not a thing. If I go, look, that's the girl from Desperate Housewives. Who? I don't know. So this buddy, Aaron, him and I are talking. He's telling me about his friend, this really good friend of his. And he tells me the guy's name. He goes, you know who he is, right? And I go, I don't. And he goes, he's got that show. And he's got a bunch of shows on TV. I go, what shows? So I'm going to get the names of the shows wrong, but it was like Flip Flop, Flip House, Flipping Up, the Flipper Flip Flop House. And I'm
Tarek El Moussa?
That's who it is.
Because I know he just moved here, right?
That's what my wife said. That's what I'm talking. Everything you're saying is exactly what Blake said, right? So then he goes on. I go, I don't know who that is. And he starts going over the shows. I go, I don't know who that is. He goes, he's married to so-and-so from Selling Sunset.
Heather.
Yes. Yeah. So I go, my wife doesn't care about anything in the world when it comes to the entertainment world, but she obsesses over Selling Sunset. She knows everything about Selling Sunset. He goes, oh my God, they live behind us in Newport Beach, and we hang out. And he starts showing me videos of them that they've sent him. Like, man, the weather's great today. We miss you. And he's showing me them, the videos. And I'm like, oh, they posted on Instagram? He goes, no, they sent that to us because the weather was great that day. And I'm like, oh, and I go, I don't recognize them. Like, I don't know who it is, right? I literally nuts. So I get my wife on speakerphone. And I'm like, do the same thing I just did right now with Kyle. Was like, oh my God, Tariq Musafa. And then he's like, well, do you want it? I can set it up with a dinner. We can all meet. And my wife, yes! Yeah. And I'm like, oh, hold on.
You're like all new people. No thanks.
And she knows everything. She goes, I want to meet, oh my God, Chriselle's girlfriend.
Chriselle's girlfriend.
GI something.
Yeah, she was.
Oh my God, my wife said
Baby G, rapper G. Something.
Yes, yeah. It's something like that. She said her name, and I was like, "Who's that?"
Are they still together?
And she goes, apparently my wife thinks that rapper T.I. or GI, whatever this girl is dating Chriselle, is amazing and wants to meet her, wants to meet Chriselle, wants to meet. I'm like,
so funny.
I'm like, how did I just get into this world? Like, she normally doesn't care. You know what I mean? It was so weird. I knew Kyle would know. What are the shows? Flip House,
Flipper Flop, and then Selling Sunset, and then actually I think they're getting their own one now.
Yes,
Tarek and Heather.
Yeah,
That makes sense because they're both reality TV people that do that.
That are in real estate.
And
for sure.
He's got a couple business deals, him and Tarek, and he was telling me what they are, and I'm like, let me get involved with the next one.
Oh, dear God.
Here we go.
Those don't normally work out for you.
I know, I was telling him.
Let's just be friends here and leave it at that.
I was telling him nothing works out for me, man. Payne, I want to get into what you said about your brother. Now, your brother was at Coachella. You had no idea. He didn't tell you.
I had no idea.
You just get on Instagram. There's your brother, your baby brother.
Yep.
What happened now with your brother?
Yeah, so me and my brother were 15 months apart, right? 2 years grade-wise. I got on Instagram the other day. This man was in the Caribbean, just chilling, right? And I was like, what is going on here? Like, I called my mom. I was like, why wouldn't anybody tell me Jalen was in the Caribbean? She was like, why would anybody tell you Jalen's in the Caribbean?
What?
I'm like, wait, time out. Like, this kid is a boss, right? Like, he works full time. He just bought a house last year, like end of last year. I am genuinely like obsessed with his life and so jealous. So like over the summer, he just graduated from ASU, right? So he went on a 45-day trip to Europe. He just traveled Europe. He had a couple friends meet him. My grandma came in and met him for 2 weeks. But he basically traveled Europe by himself for 45 days. He's in the Caribbean with his friends that he met in Europe, in France. And he just up and left. Just went. I was like,
how does he not tell you?
He's the coolest.
I don't know, but the confidence to be able to hop on an airplane and fly to the Caribbean with people that you don't really know and still have the best time of your life. I don't get it. It's amazing.